Protests continuing today in Minneapolis after an ICE agent shot and killed a woman in the city on Wednesday. Federal agents spraying tear gas and arresting some demonstrators during protests outside of a government building. Thanks for joining us for Fox 43 News at 6 on Fox 43 Plus. I'm Evan Forrester. Anti-ICE protests are happening across the Commonwealth, the Pennsylvania state capitol included. Fox 43's Natalie Crana in Harrisburg with what's happening there.
The rally started at 4 p.m. today, right behind me on the Capitol steps. And you could still see that there are still quite a few people left, but most of them have left. But the organizers and supporters that were here today tell me that they are calling for an end of ICE. This follows the deadly shooting that happened in Minnesota on Wednesday morning involving a federal agent. 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good was killed during an ICE operation in Minneapolis on Wednesday. Homeland Security officials say Good used her vehicle to try to strike officers, calling the shooting an act of self-defense. The local leaders in Minneapolis are questioning that, saying Good was not the target of law enforcement and was out with neighbors at the time. Protesters here tell me this is their way of taking action, and J.D. Vance, vice president, shared his thoughts on the situation.
We see someone killed in cold blood. You know that's wrong. I hate that I saw that footage, but without seeing that, it wouldn't have incensed me the same way as everyone else to come out here and remind ourselves, yeah, killing people is commonly not acceptable.
I can believe that her death is a tragedy while also recognizing that it's a tragedy of her own making and a tragedy of the far left who has marshaled an entire movement, a lunatic fringe against our law enforcement officers.
The Harrisburg Palestine Coalition organized today's rally, which is part of multiple happening here across the country. The group says the shooting represents what they call a broader pattern of harm toward communities at home and around the world. The Harrisburg one was just one of even 3 that happened in our area today. One happened in York at 4 p.m. and the next at 5 in Lancaster. At the state capitol, Natalie Crana, Fox 43 News.